yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Osweiler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away as they saw over the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Now Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. From midfield now, here's Osweiler. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brady. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
On the ground, it's Thompson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They run it here with Thompson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Gun! 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 Gun!
47 Now it's Osweiler. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run with Thompson. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, check 26!
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Over. Jumbo!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
He gets it to Brown, complete. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. And even 40 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see The offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
An update from Buffalo. It's now a 2-touchdown lead there for the Dolphins. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, take 26.
And again, it's Rodgers. And Graham's got it, complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer 1st down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Loco over here. Zoom. Hey, take 26.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A give to Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. first and 10. It's Osweiler. Flush to his right. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. On second down, Osweiler. Pass incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yeah, Liz. We are going.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Let's go, come on.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play for the Pack on third. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Rodgers with a keeper. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
Second and goal from the 1.
Hey, we are going.
They get it to him running left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. The Bills have taken an early lead against the Dolphins. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, got three. Three down. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I'll go over here. Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 626.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score, and the Packers add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
On 3rd down, Osweiler got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. On 1st down, Osweiler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Osweiler. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Osweiler now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Lucky 56.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Kenny Clark able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler. And he will find his man on the outside. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Here's Osweiler to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Osweiler throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Clay Matthews in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now Osweiler on 1st down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Mike Daniels in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From midfield now, here's Osweiler. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Redskins on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On 2nd down, Osweiler. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Perry in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. I got him. On me. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. 47
3rd and long. It's Osweiler. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it with Osweiler. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. Clay Matthews in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out.
Rodgers throwing here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Packers continue to roll. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Watch it now, Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
To throw is Osweiler. And this one complete to Reed. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on first down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now it's Osweiler. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Rodgers looking to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying...
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack, money in advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no crime. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, straight out of us. Mom works. The system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money.